Y'all, the world is going to hell in a handbasket. Let's discuss. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. Hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. Today, I want to talk to you guys about the whole entire Lil Nas X situation concerning the song, the music video, the bloody shoes, the tweets, you name it. Now, I don't fully know how I want to tackle this topic because I feel like my opinions are going to be all over the place. I feel like my opinions are going to be in the minority. And I feel like I may come off as judgmental or preachy, but I just feel like we've gotten so far left as a society with to each its own culture, to where people aren't really able to fully express their true opinions on certain topics without it being labeled a form of an ism, a phobia, or seen as shaming. But I'm going to go ahead and express my views on the situation, so let's go ahead and discuss it, shall we? Now, starting off how I briefly just feel about Lil Nas X, I will say that I am appreciative that there is a black gay man that is prominent in music right now, an openly black gay man that has opened the door for other openly black gay men to come in and express their artistry and show off their creativity without having to try to hide who they are, like without having to play off and act as a front like there's some sex god when deep down inside they're probably on the DL. Now, my true opinions of Lil Nas X, it's no slight to him, but honestly, y'all, Lil Nas X is a Twitter troll that made it. Like, he stumbled into music on accident and got lucky. He had that hit song with Old Town Road, and it was mainly a hit because there was a lot of buzz around it because the country music people were not trying to let this black gay man, who he wasn't openly gay at the time, but they were not trying to let this black man get a #1 in the country Billboard charts, and that created a whole entire controversy. And Lil Nas X, they ended up streaming that and making that song going #1, mainly due to the kids, because the song was a big hit with the children, and we're going to get into that a little bit later. But overall, that's how he was able to get his footing into music. And I just feel like with this whole entire Montero situation, I feel like he's doing this because it's like, what's next? Like, how is he going to follow up and successfully follow up that single? I mean, he put out a song called Panini, which, let's keep it real, it flopped. But he put out this song, Montero, and honestly, in my true opinion, I do like the song. Montero is a good song. I think it's either like a love letter to himself, telling him to accept himself, and telling his young self to just embrace who he is, and things are going to get better at the end. But I also think it was like a love letter to a past lover that hurt him, and he was telling his lover to accept himself. Drop down in the comments and let me know what that song was about, because I was a little confused on the meaning. But overall, I do like the song. It is a good song, and I would actually play it and stream it. But when it comes to the video, y'all, I didn't like it. Like, I gotta keep it real, I didn't like it. Just because you're a black gay man in music does not mean I have to like every single thing that you like, and I'm not for groupthink, and I'm not about to act like that I was cool with this video, because I was not. Now, I will say I do understand where he was going with the video and the message he was trying to convey. He was basically trying to say that, you know, us as black gay men from birth, we are demonized in the black community, the black religion, the black church. Like, we're basically told that we're gonna go to hell based on the person that we are and loving who we love. Now, the part of the video that really got it for me is when he was on the stripper pole and he went down and twerked on the devil. And with that, he was trying to say that, oh, since I'm going to go on down to hell, I might as well make a party out of it and make the devil my bitch. Like, that's what he was trying to say. That was what the message that I got from it. But y'all, when he was lap dancing on the devil, that's when I was just exiting stage left. Like, I just was not seeing it for the video at all. And I feel like he was not 100% behind the creativity of this video, because I feel like there is an agenda that they're trying to push on the masses and make it okay for, like, they're basically just pushing Satan to the forefront. And they've been worshiping Satan. Like, I feel like they've been, like, Satan was the angel of music. And when you look at other artists and their videos and their visuals and also in some of their song lyrics, like, there is some form of homage to Satan within their creative content. But Lil Nas X did the unthinkable and doubled down on the fact that he basically sold his soul because he wanted to release these Nike Air Maxes that he turned into the devil shoes. They had 666 written all over it. They had somebody's blood in there. Whose blood are y'all putting in these shoes? Like, where do we go as a society to make this acceptable? And there was only going to be 666 pairs made, and they're going to be sold. And I'm just like, the numerology and the symbolism, like, come on. Now, even though there is a different spiritual meaning to 666, that is literally the number of the devil, like, that is associated with Satan and Lucifer. But when it comes to religion, y'all, like, I will always say that I believe in God. I have the fear of God in me. I am a Christian, and I also believe in metaphysics and African spirituality. And now, I'm not the type of person that judges other people for what they believe in. As long as you're a good person and you're not harming anybody, I'm cool with that. Like, I'm a good judge of character, and if I vibe with you, I vibe with you. But when it comes to worshiping Satan, that's when I draw the line. That's something that I do not fuck with. That's something that I don't vibe with, and that's not something that I can get with. And even then, he was on Twitter doubling down on the fact that he sold his soul and making it acceptable. And I find it really funny that after this entire video came out, Satan and Lucifer were trending on Twitter for days. And you had people, young people, saying that they wanted to worship Satan, worship the devil. They wanted to sell their soul to for fame and money, which let's keep it real. Lil Nas X, that's what he did. Because I gotta keep it real with y'all. Lil Nas X is not a true talent. He's not a true artist. He stumbled into this on accident and he hit a lick. Like, we gotta keep it all the way real. And speaking of him being a Twitter troll, if you go to Lovely T's page, there was a whole entire breakdown that she did on the tweets that came up with his not one, but multiple Twitter accounts that he had. He talked shit about Beyonce, Demi Lovato, Taylor Swift, Nicki Minaj, who he idolizes, Lil Kim. He talked bad about Blue Ivy, saying that Northwest looks better than her because she's mixed, and Blue Ivy was basically an ugly child, which I'm just like, y'all gonna get enough of talking about Blue Ivy, for one. And there was even a tweet of him saying that he wanted to quote unquote F, his 3-year-old nephew. So I'm just sitting here like, is this the guy that you guys are really trying to push to the forefront? Is this the guys that was really marketed towards his kids? Because even though these artists should not be raising your kids, we got to keep it real. Old Town Road became #1 because of kids. The kids streamed that song nonstop, and he even performed that song at multiple schools across the United States. So I'm trying to figure out why he all of a sudden is now saying like, oh, well, these kids shouldn't be listening to my music. Like, I don't make music for kids. Like, you did in the beginning. And lastly, y'all, I'm really trying to figure out, like, where are we going as a society? Now, I may sound judgmental, I may sound preachy, but it is what it is. I just feel like we are just dipping down into shit day by day. There's just no decorum anymore. There's no mannerisms. Every single thing has to be acceptable. You can't question anything. You can't look at somebody the wrong way. You can't pass judgment across anybody. That, honestly and truthfully, they need to bring shaming back, to be honest. Now, I may turn some people off with my opinions because y'all are probably thinking like, oh, you're a black gay man. Like, you should understand. You should ride with this man. You should be team LGBT. Y'all, I can't co-sign fuckery. Like, I really can't. Like, I can't co-sign anything demonic. I can't co-sign anything that I truly and frankly just don't vibe with. And I did not vibe with this video at all. Like, it was not good. And this is a last-ditch effort for him to stay on top of his career and really just get people talking, generate likes, clicks, and views. He has over 38 million streams from this video at this point now. Like, and a lot of these kids today are so impressionable to where they're like, oh, well, if this is what worshiping Satan gets you, where do I sign up? Like, I gotta keep it all the way real with y'all. Like, I just wasn't vibing with Lil Nas X in this video. I don't know how I even feel about him anymore because I was riding with him in the beginning. Like, I was really happy for him. Like, I was happy that he was able to literally turn nothing into something and be the first black gay man to be prominent in music and out and open and clear and just being his transparent self. Like, I was really here for Lil Nas X. But when it comes to this devil shit, like, I just do not fuck with it, y'all. Like, I may sound very, like, church boy, oh, judgmental shaming. I'll be that. And like I said again, I'm not looking down on anybody else's religion, but when it comes to worshiping Satan, that's something that I just can't get with. The video was some demonic fuckery. I can't co-sign it at all. It was like, why are you doing this? I feel like he genuinely doesn't even feel like he needs to do this. I feel like he's doing this because he was told to. Like, you do this or this will happen. And lastly, Lil Nas X, my message to you is this. When old dude comes to collect, keep that same energy. But those are my views on the entire situation. I apologize if my energy was a little low. I was out being a little thought this weekend and I'm trying to recover. But those are my views. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to come at you guys with some more content.